I don't want to make this video, but oh man, archers are back, guys. Archers are back, and they are more alive than ever before because QSH is the best commander in the game. And I hate saying that. Everybody knows I am a certified archer hater. I do not like archers. And he's the best commander in the game. And it's not even by a little bit. It's not like, oh, he's good, but he's close to, Scipio. He's close to Luce. He's the best commander in the game. And it's not even by a small margin. It is insane how overpowered QSH is and how he has completely revitalized archers in Rise of Kingdoms. So what I want to talk about in this video today is just how good he is, because he is trading better than Siege. And that's just insane to me, because he should not be trading better than Siege. Like, Siege is already broken in its own sense. Like, this report is insane. This report is insane. Like, they're all insane, right? But QSH, he shouldn't be able to do this. Like, he's getting swarmed down to nothing here, and he's trading 6.8 mil to 1.6 mil. 83,000 sev wounds to 360,000 sev wounds. This should not be happening. Like, seriously, look at this report. So this is where I get all the way down to nothing. I'm at 367k at the beginning, and I finish at nothing. Even when I get fully swarmed down, 2.3 mil to 1.4.5 mil. Now, what is that? That's not even the whole story here. So remember this, 1.45 is what I got from getting completely swarmed down, is what the enemies got in kill points. Now look at the total, 1.673. Now take 2.3 minus 6.8. We have 4.5, right? So that means I traded 4.5 million kill points to literally 200k. 4.5 mil to 200k. That should not happen. That should not happen. Like, even my Siege is not trading that well. Granted, this got swarmed down to nothing too, but like this, he is completely broken the game. And not even just for PvP playing, but also barb chaining. Like, you saw me, I started it off intentionally chaining barbs because he is now one of the best barb chaining commanders too. And the crazier thing is that I literally have him paired with a commander that I guarantee nobody would ever think of chaining with this commander as a secondary. If you weren't looking at the beginning, you probably wouldn't even guess. If I had you guess any commander, you'd probably guess like maybe Richard, maybe Shajar, like maybe Joan. Like, you might be guessing those commanders. No, I'm using Queen Tamar of Georgia secondary with QSH, and he doesn't die. Like, this is just insane. And I actually, kind of one of my first times looking at her kit, it's actually not bad for hitting barbarians. And the reason why I even thought about it is because we have her support skill in the next zone. And so right here, you're going to do 10% more normal damage, which I'm so excited to use that on my Luce March with BQ. But I was like, what other skills does she have? And so I was looking at her kit. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but her primary skill, for the next 2 seconds, this commander's troop will heal itself and nearby allied troops with a 350 healing factor and gain 20% defense. So that means 700 healing factor every time you use a skill. And so you're doing a ton of healing with Queen Tamar, which I didn't really even think about, but now, like, I use her with QSH because I'm using Zeuge with my Shajar because that keeps him alive. But like, the topic of this video is just how broken archers are. And so now I'm at the point where I need to figure out, am I going to start investing into a second archer march? Because right now I have Herman on the bench, and Herman is still a good commander. Like, he's still doing a lot for you, but the biggest benefit that he's giving is increasing the skill damage that you're doing to the enemy. And you're not doing as much skill damage right now with the meta lineup. You just aren't, because you're going more toward combo tech damage. You're going more towards smite damage. And so you're not dealing as much skill damage as you used to be like a year ago. And so, like, Herman is losing a little bit more viability, but I still really like his 5 target AoE. He still does a lot of damage. Like, you're still going to get a lot of bang for your buck using him. So I really want to be able to use him. And right now, this is what I have on my Zhuge. I have the 2-piece for the KVK set, and then I started building the leadership set. Now, I was considering potentially going for a 2 and 4 set. Now, what do I mean by that? Is basically the different sets you can run. So with archers, for example, you can run a 6-set Dragon Breath set. And with that, you're going to get troop attack, you're going to get skill damage, and you're going to get archer health. Now, if you only run 4 pieces, that's a 2-4 set. So maybe you're going to mix a leadership gear here. And like this is what I have on my Zhuge, is I have a 2-piece set for the leadership gear. So you can see I had the legs, and then I also have the boots. So I'm getting a 2-piece set with 3% defense, and then I have a 4-piece of the Dragon Breath set. So I'm getting 3% skill damage, 3% attack, and an extra 3% defense. And so what I'm thinking for my next set with archers is going for a 2-2-2 set. So what I mean by that is running the 2-piece set for the KVK weapon and the KVK helmet, which I already have crafted and equipped, and then running a 2-piece set on the Dragon Breath set, and then a 2-piece set on the leadership set. So what I'm thinking is going for the glove, because you're going to get an extra troop defense for the base stat when you put an iconic crystal on it, which is really nice. And then also going for the boot, because you're going to get a troop base of health with the boots. And then if you compare that to the archer set I would craft, which would be the chest piece, which would give me 3 base defense and some health. And then also going for the legs, which would give me attack, but also give me base health. So not just looking at the overall stats, but looking at the iconic attributes as well, and being able to take advantage of that extra 3% attack. Now, the downside of this is that you are sacrificing 3% skill damage. So for me, I don't really want to put that 2-2-2 set on my QSH, even though it would be with the KVK helmet and the KVK weapon. I would rather have that 3% skill damage on QSH because he's doing so much skill damage, it is insane. So I think having that 3% skill damage is still worth it on him, but I think putting that 2-2-2 set on Zhuge is going to be fantastic. I still think Zhuge and Hermann Prime is going to be a great march, but you might wonder, what are you going to do with QSH then if you're going to take Zhuge? Well, I'm going to go and I'm going to use YSG. YSG is still fantastic, and that 50% skill damage bonus plus his museum buff. Like, if you add in his museum buff, you're going to get an additional 12% skill damage and 20% archer defense. So that is going to be insane. That is going to be crazy. And that's why a lot of people like using YSG instead of Zhuge, which is kind of crazy. People are benching Zhuge for YSG, which nobody thought would be possible. But like, they literally broke the game, guys. I don't know if they are going to nerf him, if they're going to make him worse, or if this is the new standard. Like, if this is the new standard, I am terrified of what's coming for Cavs. And you know who else should be terrified? Is Nevsky. Nevsky should be terrified for the new generation Cavs if they are going to be on par with QSH. And if they aren't, then you have the issue of balance. Like, you don't have balance in the game anymore. And I know Chiscool just made a video on this about how overpowered archers are and how Cavs are really struggling. And I even commented on his video, I'm glad I'm not the only one that is struggling with Cavs, because he was saying his Cavs notoriously did horrible the entire KVK because they were too far forward in the murder ball and just getting wiped out. And that is exactly the issue that I'm running into with my 2 sets of cavalry. So I'm running with Nevsky and Joan Prime, and then I'm running with Hookah Bing and Arthur. And so for me, my Cavs are doing awful. Like, I'm getting 30% reports on some of my Cavs, and like, that is just unacceptable. Honestly, like, that is so bad. And so if I were to tell anybody what I would recommend doing moving forward, like, say you're just getting the Season of Conquest, like, I made a lot of videos of like, this is what you should invest into. Like, I'm scratching literally all of that right here, right now. And I'm saying the only commander that should be your priority going into Season of Conquest is this guy right here. QSH is the commander in Rise of Kingdoms right now. And unless we see a debuff come in, which who knows, maybe they will. But as of right now, he is just insane. And I already have 1.1 million kills with him. He did fantastic in my zone. Like, pretty much every single report looked something like this. Like, I had to stop favoriting them because I was running out of room. And so, like, if you want a commander that you can just throw into a murder ball and trade 1,000% 400% just on a whim. Like, this is a low percentage point of what he was getting, but still 6.8 to 1.6. This is getting fully swarmed down. Like a 1v10 basically is what I was running into. Like, you can see right here, I got swarmed like crazy, and he still traded this well. So if you are looking for a sign to invest in archers, unfortunately, coming from the archer hater himself, he is worth investing into. I was very hesitant investing into him, and I'm here to tell you that he is worth it. He is unfortunately worth the investment. I shouldn't even say unfortunately. He is worth the investment, but as somebody that does not like archers, I have not liked archers for a long time because I feel like I got burned with Boudica. Like, I haven't used her in so long, but I feel like I got burned with her, which is why I hate archers. And, you know, to some extent, she did okay, but I never had good reports with her. She always did pretty miserable and was just a huge hospital bill for me. So moving forward, maybe we'll see a rebalance of a next generation cavalry infantry siege. But at the same time, like, we just got BQ and he's fantastic, another great commander, but he is not on par with QSH. QSH is like Chiscool said, S+++ tier compared to BQ and Luce being S tier. Like, he's on a completely different level. He upped the playing field that we are playing on. And right now, if you don't have QSH, he is a must max commander. You absolutely need to find a way to get him into your lineup. Even if you're an infantry main, even if you're a cav main, find a way to get QSH into your lineup because he is 1,000,000% worth the investment. Again, coming from someone who hates archers. So let me know what you guys think down below about QSH and about what your investment plan is, and kind of just see what your feedback is on QSH because I think it's crazy how good he is, but let me know what you guys think down below. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time.